my $1 million business idea with you because I do trust that if I don't get it done very quickly, you might find someone or you might be interested in doing this yourself. So basically, the idea is phone license. Someone will definitely own the idea legally and patent it, like Facebook. But this is a bit different from Facebook in that it would be very specifically determined what the method of creation is, aside of um, requiring um, educated people and professionals such as Mark Zuckerberg. Um, Basically, the idea is that the average user who uses a smartphone needs to use the smartphone on a daily basis. Most people are super impulsive when it comes to smartphones and technology in general because they still live in an ancient world in their head and they regard these device and gadgets as their friend. Now, these are not our friends. Technology is not our friend. It is our it is our advantage as a species, but it is our tool. And to enhance how people use their phones, the phone license will not consist of restricting people who do not have it from using their phones. Like, it would not consist of restricting people from using or not using certain features, and it would more so encourage people to use the phone the right way. So basically, it would not, be the kind of reflection of, for example, a driver's license, which, is necessary for everyone on the road legally. And if they don't have it, they will suffer the consequences. The phone license could start out as a really, really kind of, quote unquote cheap idea because um, so many people own smartphones these days that just, to make it global all of a sudden, it might, like, the idea might even be turned off, because you need to, play small in the beginning. I think that using, quote unquote positive language to encourage users to use the phone the right way instead of restricting them from, phone abuse and technology abuse altogether would be the right way. And I did talk to my sister about this. She did not turn the idea down because she does not have power over me, but I was talking to her about this regarding legal issues because I told her, how people today are allowed to have children for free or, with no permission, even no consequences sometimes, and like no supervision, no accountability basically. And sure, there are very good parents out there, but I do still believe that the majority of the earth operates based on abuse in households and in the nuclear family, primarily because that is the smallest unit of the world's structure and societal structure. So, you know, once we get to where we want to be with parenting, I do not regard my, you know, requiring people to acquire a phone license before they even get a smartphone as like the most important thing, because people have children out of impulse. People raise children out of impulse. Um, People get tattoos out of impulse. People do things out of impulse that just, serve the purpose of acknowledging or, make their own emotions acknowledged or put in place, or recognized or, felt for the first time ever. So these things serve as relief often, and I don't think all of them should. Like, I really do think that, I mean maybe they should, but in my opinion there is a better way, and that is finding actual joy in your life and bliss, and then purpose. So relief, joy, passion, and purpose. And unless you have these things in order, um people will just keep messing with smartphones and do business online that has nothing to do with anyone. Like, it's just none of anyone's business, honestly. So, you know, basically, if I was someone who could tell people how they use their phones, I would just, teach them like the basic skills of how to use a smartphone. Maybe um, people already get taught this in high school and things like that, but I don't think this is the case, because a computer is a bit different from a phone, because a phone is very small. It's very convenient in that it literally transforms a person's life. It gets children addicted. It forces men to watch porn and change their brain chemistry and how they approach women. It has surfaces, facets of society that no one, like, no other device can provide with and next to such level of comfort. Even I would go so far as to say illusion of comfort. So, um, you know, the reason I assume, and I'm assuming that this is necessary, is because in places like hospitals and psychiatry, is people are legally allowed to use their smartphones, and that is like just such a contradiction to me, that provided you're like a patient taking actual medication for your nervous um, like issue or something, and they put a phone in your hand. I grew up next to smartphones from the age of 10. Smartphones, I would say, helped me use my eyes differently, both literally and figuratively. And I just want to protect the youth as much as possible. I think it's a really responsible decision to advertise that change is possible in this, how we use technology, how we talk to it, even, so to speak, and how we treat it. Because how we treat another living being is how we will get treated. The less we acknowledge what we actually did and why, to put it, simply and according to my humble take. So I would teach people, I would teach children, I would teach anyone who is of age basic, computer skills, except with phones. I have acquired these skills over time. Like, I have acquired these things using my smartphone from a very young age, and I am so impulsive with these. I, often don't even consciously realize my decisions, because it's so natural for me. But at the same time, I do feel how technology is so alive, and it does interact with me on a daily basis, and I just respect it. And it is because of this that I want I want to have an impact and teach people the same. I want to teach people how to use their phones consciously until it becomes second nature, enough that they can actually use the phone for, their dreams and realizing their dreams, and children of I would say 13 years old are building apps these days. So there are those extremes. There are those, you know, malformations of evolution already, but um, I think it is just beautiful to put a tool into so many people's hands that it inspires people, and it actually protects them even more before they even know they have been put in danger, or you know what, I just really appreciate human interaction in general. I appreciate human interaction in person. I appreciate in-person interactions with people, and so I just want to encourage people to realize where their limits are with technology. And I do think that unless, you know, they get educated about, tools that they can explore this with, they might never ever go back to, you know, tribe in their lifetime. Like, um, and as such, I do want to encourage people to come together in real life as a next step after the phone license. Even if I don't personally do it, I want to encourage people to come together in real life to experience each other again beyond nuclear family. I want to inspire them. I want to be a woman again. I want to feel like a woman again. And I want other women to feel the same. I want them to feel respected and liked both at the same time. I want to give people a tool to realize their needs, meet them simultaneously to each, like next to each other. I don't want people to settle for compromises and um, give below their aspirations, because I am privileged enough to say that I have learned to live for my passion, and I am beyond proud, you know. Oh, by the way, you are a protector and a provider. So let me share my $1 million business idea with you because I do trust that if I don't get it done very quickly, you might find someone or you might be interested in doing this yourself. So basically, the idea is phone license. Someone will definitely own the idea legally and patent it, like Facebook. But this is a bit different from Facebook in that it would be very specifically determined what the method of creation is, aside of requiring educated people and professionals such as Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, by the way, you are a protector and a provider. So let me share my $1 million business idea with you because I do trust that if I don't get it done very quickly, you might find someone or you might be interested in doing this yourself. So basically, the idea is phone license. Someone will definitely own the idea legally and patent it, like Facebook.